You fear public speaking because you're worried that someone will say something about you and make you look like an idiot. Now, if you know what you're talking about, you've practiced, you got this, there's very little reason to fear going up there and talking what you're passionate about. You can train yourself little by little, poke by poke, to become better at speaking because you're driven, you're passionate about what you're talking about. And if you're not, why are you making a video about it anyway? Butterflies before you have to speak, sweat dribbling down your red cheeks. Imagining everyone naked. This is normal before you go speaking. Even the world famous champions of public speaking get nervous because every time you go up there, you are exposing yourself. Not like that, but you are showing who you are. You have a reason to feel nervous because those people are watching you, they want to learn from you, and so they're listening to you very carefully. And so there's ways for you to just be confident about what you do, feel inspired about what you're talking about, and then whatever they think won't bother you so much because it comes from your heart and from your passion. So butterflies are good. Extreme anxiety, that can be fixed easily, step by step. This comes back to the old tribal way of thinking. You used to be in a small group. They would bring you the dead meat. You would pick the berries for them, and in turn they would provide you safety. Being isolated from a group is like your nervous system screaming, I'm going to die. And so when you go on stage, when you do a presentation, you are essentially saying, this is me. And people might exclude you from their tribe. They might say, I don't agree with what you're saying. And that fear, this old fear from the back of your brain or the side of your brain or wherever that part of your brain is that says, I need to belong, is triggered. And so it's incredibly normal that when you're comfortable in your tribe, you know they're not gonna spear you, you feel yourself. But when you're with new people, they might be the enemy. They might not think the same way you do. So you protect yourself, you tighten up, the emotions don't come up, your chest is tight, your arms are tight, other things are tight. You can feel your abs, and you don't breathe, and you don't show who you are. The goal is to connect with people, to get like a real feeling of trust, and then share who you are. And you can do that with showing your personality, making jokes, listening, being empathetic, and finding things in common. And then, networking is a breeze. Breathing is the most important thing you do in your day. You have to do it at least every 10 seconds, Victor. And breathing in public speaking is the difference between nervousness and confidence, credibility, and peace. Breathing takes you to the present moment. And in the moment, there are no lions or tigers attacking you. There's nothing that you need to do. In that moment, you're speaking and you're sharing what you want the others to be inspired by. And so breathing gets you here, gets you now, and gets you with the audience. There's nothing more important than breath work. Arms are just here for holding up your hands. And you only have to use your hands in public speaking when you're actually saying something that needs an impact. Moving them around like spaghetti is not the way to inspire or grab the attention of the audience. They can just hang out by your side, like you're holding 2 shopping carts full of brand new clothes that you're gonna look so awesome in. They just kind of swing naturally like someone walking down the beach. Natural and comfortable until you need them to grab the attention of the audience. An interviewer wants to see you the way you're going to be in the real world, day after day, after a long night, when you don't have enough coffee, and when your kids screamed at you. They want to see you in your best side. So I suggest you start the sentences with you and your company, because although it's about you, they're thinking about you in their environment. So you want to always use the client's language. Yeah? Learn the words that they use in their industry. And then listen very carefully to the question, use their exact words when you respond, and make it about how they and their team can shine and how you would be happy to be a part of that. And also relax, this shoulders up confidence. A smile goes a long way. Nobody wants to work with a grumpy person, no matter how intelligent you are or how many universities you went to or how little your lunch smells. So be yourself and focus on what they want from you. Online speaking has some benefits. 1, you can wear pajamas. 2, you don't get as scared because you don't actually have human eyes judging you. You just have that little hole, much like I'm staring at right now. And thirdly, you don't get the feedback from their faces, so you don't know how to adapt. The third one is actually the problem with doing it online. In the real world, you can read micro facial movements that go, and you can go, oh, I need to adjust. That's not what they wanted to hear. That's not what I meant to say. It came across wrong. Unfortunately, it's a one way of communication online, whereas in the real world, if you can get it live, people enjoy that communication, that back and forth, that yes-ending, that collaboration, that ideas building is the way to create more momentum for a project or for an interview or for one of your motivational TEDx talks.